What's happening, y'all? Showman Flex. We at it again with another dope video. Happy Monday to y'all. I hope y'all had a great weekend. I know I did. Had some time to recharge. You know what I mean? Unwind. All of that good stuff. I hope you did, though. Shout out to all the new subscribers. We have just reached 3,000 subs. 3,000 subs. That's crazy. I thank y'all so much. I love y'all. Shout out to all of y'all. I'm very thankful to have y'all subscribe to this channel. If you're new here, you are loved. Thank you. And shout out to all the old ones and the recurring ones as well that have kept this channel and community growing, and we will continue to grow. Right. Look, we're gonna get into it. A lot of women are intimidated by handsome men. If you're a good looking dude, or as Ron Wills likes to say, a select dude, chances are you probably intimidate a lot of women. Like, a lot of women are intimidated by the fact that you are a good looking dude, right? Because they think that you have a lot of options. And I've talked about this on my TikTok page, right? Which is the same. It's Flex Summerfield. Joshua Flex Summerfield, but Flex Summerfield, right? On my TikTok, go check my page out. I post a lot of stuff on there as well. But a lot of times, handsome dudes can be intimidating for a lot of women because they think that you get a lot of play. They think that you're a player. They think you got a lot of options. And sometimes it's also because like they think that you are conceited, right? If you are a good looking dude. And I'm gonna be honest, man. I look, honestly, a lot of good looking men are kind of shy. A lot of good looking men are actually kind of shy, right? Believe it or not. So they don't really have a approach, or like their game ain't really on it like that. They don't really have a concept of approaching women like that, right? But women often are the gender that is the more passive gender, right? So you have to approach them. If you are a good looking dude and you see a good looking woman, chances are you're gonna have to approach them, right? Yeah, there are times where a woman will still approach you because you're just so fine, but that don't happen a lot, right? Like, that still won't happen a whole lot, right? You still gonna have to approach, but they're gonna make it obvious that they want you to approach. But a lot of them are shy. A lot of women are very intimidated by, like I said, by handsome men, and they think that every woman wants to get with them. They think that you already have like a bunch of women calling your phone, blowing up your phone, stalking your crib, like, and you probably do. You probably do, but you probably don't. Like, it's kind of like you ain't gonna know until you like find out. You know what I mean? And a lot of women, they'll miss out on that opportunity, right? But a lot of women also are into the fantasy of that handsome dude, right? So they might develop a gym crush. You know what I mean? They may develop like this fantasy with this dude. Yeah, he's my husband. He just don't know it yet. Like, women would do that type of shit, right? Women would look at a handsome dude and never approach him. Women would look at a handsome dude. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, it's weird, but women will literally look at a handsome dude, a fine dude, and if you in this category, they'll look at you, right? Subtly though, right? Like, they'll look at you and develop a crush and develop a fantasy. And in their minds, y'all go together. Y'all go together, right? Y'all are together. In their minds, you just don't know it yet. Meanwhile, you ain't got no clue. You ain't got no idea that they even fucking with you. You don't even have an idea that they even feeling you, like, ever. Right? They will make especially like if you they gym crush, right? You see this girl and y'all kind of like look at each other a little bit here and there, but honestly, you still probably won't even know. You still probably won't even know that, you know what I mean? Like, they feeling you, right? That's why you got to shoot your shot. But they're not going to approach. A lot of time they are not going to, right? Rarest of occasions, they will. A lot of times, they're not even going to approach you, right? And they may look at you like once or twice, maybe 3 times, and whole time you probably thinking like, that you being a creeper dude, right? Like, but nah, she feeling you for real. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm gonna even say this, like, a woman, they'll see a handsome dude. Or if you in the category, if you a handsome dude, they will see you, and they'll look at you and immediately look down and walk right past you. Whole time they think you fine shit. They think you are fine they think that you mad fine, mad attractive, mad handsome. They think you really handsome dude, but they don't even want you to know it. They just they just walk right past you, but they think you fine for real. They're not gonna, like, women are different than men in that way. Like, men will look at a really good looking woman, attractive woman, and like look at her, and she knows that she's attractive to him, right? Because we're not gonna be subtle. Men not as subtle as women. Women are very subtle. Like, they're going to tell you, they're not going to tell you, you're not going to know that that you're attractive to them, right? So that's why a lot of times you just got to approach them, because if you think just a little bit that they kind of choosing you and want you, they look at least a few times, you got to approach them, right? Because they are very intimidated by handsome men. That's why a lot of handsome men, they be lonely. They not lonely, but they be single, or like they single because they shy. And they've been approached by women, right? A handsome dude, sometimes they probably only had like 3 girlfriends in their life, and probably not really been with a lot of women, because the women that they've been with, women have approached them, and they're cool with that. They are cool with that. And these women might be like, if you want to put them on a rating scale, these women might be like 6s or 7s, right? I don't really use the number scale. I use adjectives to describe how good, if somebody cute, sexy, fine, whatever. But these women might be 6s or 7s to y'all. But they're cool with that. Excuse me. They're cool with that, right? Like, they get approached and they're cool with that because they're probably shy, and they probably just rather deal with women that are really interested in them, rather than trying to approach women, and the women. Because a lot of time, even if the dude is attractive to them, a handsome dude, and he approaches a really good looking woman, that really good looking woman is still gonna kind of like make it like challenging for them. And the handsome dude be like, man, look, it's all this game shit. Like, they like, nah, I ain't really with all that, right? Some women, even when they get that dude to approach them, are gonna do that to a handsome dude. It's kind of to like make it to known, like, nah, like, I'm the good looking one in the relationship. I don't want you to have no ego, no big head. Like, like that's how some women are. And not all women, but there are some that are like that, right? So handsome men, good looking dudes, a lot of times that's why you see them, they're alone or they're single. It's because a lot of women think that they got options, right? But women will literally, that gym crush thing is a big thing. Like, they will literally make a whole fantasy of this dude in their head. Like, he's so fine, I should have approached him, But I'm not gonna do that. He just gotta get the hint. He just gotta understand that I'm looking at him, I'm shooting my shot. Cause a lot of women, because they're intimidated by handsome men, they want that handsome dude, but they want a handsome dude to approach them. So they're choosing signals and them shooting their shot, a woman shooting their shot, their idea of that is looking at them once or twice. Maybe a third time. If it's a third time, they gotta look at you. That they feel like they're doing too much. You just gotta get the hint. And if you never approach them, it is what it is. You know, like they're not gonna risk because they're the passive gender. They're more passive than men. Right? In their mind, you gotta approach. And you know, if you are a handsome dude, I always say, look, if you're a good looking dude, I think that you should approach. I really do, because chances are they're gonna want to get to know you because you're attractive, right? That's your foot in the door. You still gotta have a good talk game. You still gotta be respectful. You still gotta have a dope personality. You still have to be, you know, have certain other qualities, right? Looks can only get you but so far. That's your foot in the door. That's the interest, right? But you still gotta, you know, be able to have great social skills and be able to communicate well with women, right? Because there's a such thing as women saying he was fine until he opened his mouth. Women say that all the time. That's a true thing, right? So all in all of that to say, like, you know, yes, women are definitely intimidated by attractive men. So if you are an attractive dude, you're gonna have to understand that, you know, like it is something where, you know, that's why some handsome dudes, a lot of handsome dudes, man, that's why a lot of them honestly are not players like that. A lot of them be in long-term relationships. They find a woman and they settle down with them. A lot of handsome dudes, they secure within themselves. They don't have to, you know, that's kind of another topic for another day, but I'm gonna just hit on it real quick. A lot of handsome dudes, they don't really need to be with a number of women. They're secure within themselves. They know they're attractive dudes, and, you know, they don't really have to be with a number of women to validate their, you know, attractiveness. And a lot of women don't really understand that. They just think that if they see an attractive dude, that dude is a player. But then they find out, nah, like, whole time, you know, he got a whole wife. He got a whole girlfriend for real. Like, you know, like it's they don't really need validation through different women, right? So, and that's a real thing. But hey, let me know what you think in the comment section. You know what I mean? If you like this video, you want to hear more videos like this, let me know. Let me know if you want me to touch more on the select men. That's Rom's term, but let me know if you want to hear more about that. You know what I mean? Signs that you're a handsome dude. Just game for handsome men. If you want more tips like that, you want more videos like that, make sure to click the subscribe button below, so that way you get new videos when I post them. Shout out to all of y'all. Thank y'all so much for your love and your support. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, if you enjoyed it. I'll see you on the next one. It's Flex. I'm out. Peace.